Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I'm with Colby Abley out at Witter Coin U, and he's found at Valley Coins on Instagram, and we've got some unbelievable toned coins. Almost all of them are Morgan dollars in some holders for the most part, as well as a few artificial or ones that would come back questionable color. But we're just going to talk through some of these coins, some of the chemical reactions that would have made them, and also just sort of check out some unbelievable toned Morgan dollars. But maybe the first question to ask is sort of how did these happen? I mean, we have something like this, unbelievable here. It's still quite pretty, but how are these created?
Well, tone coins are a process of a chemical reaction that was done. And these coins were stored in canvas bags, and canvas has an element called sulfur. And sulfur reacts with the metal and creates these vibrant colors on coins. And there's different elements that do react, like nitrogen turns coins blue, other elements turn coins purple, but for the most part, sulfur tones coins some pretty beautiful colors. Um, and in these sulfur bags, these coins were kept in humid environments, underground and underground vaults, and these coins were pressed up against the bag. And oftentimes they're pressed up against two parts of the canvas bag, which would turn them double colors, which is, in this case.
What's the type of toning that you think is most attractive to collectors? I mean, obviously, crazy toning, but are there certain types that are more accepted?
Yeah, well, there's levels of toning. There's decent toning, which is gives a coin a good eye appeal, such as this coin. It's not nothing major, nothing too stupid, but it gives the coin a really nice look to it. And then there's what we call monster toning, and monster toning gives this coin a vibrant color of rainbows. And most artificial coins that people tone unnaturally will have a monster look, so it's hard to decipher.
In terms of the artificial, that's something to always ask about, and there's talk about how there's different processes for toning, but what makes a coin artificially toned? Maybe I'll take a look quickly at some of the ones in the back here. What are some of the telltale signs?
Yeah, well, I use these coins for as sort of research examples, although I do sell them to dealers to kind of look after. And there are dishonest people in the market that try to pass these off as normal tone coins. What you're looking for is an uneven color scheme, such as this coin. It's not fully covered, and you don't see any red. The coins tone red first, and then they go in the color order of the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and so on. So if you're seeing a color pattern in order of color, then most likely the coin is naturally toned. But with these two examples, the color scheme is totally off, and the toning is all over the place. As you can see on the cheek of that Morgan, the toning is kind of stripped and flaked off in places, which doesn't happen normally.
And how do you think that these coins were toned as opposed to, you mentioned the sulfur bags, the ones in front of it?
Well, people do try to speed up the process by putting coins in sulfur envelopes and putting them in a humid environment, which is called Florida toning. And Florida toning it sort of creates like a bubbly look to a coin, which is not necessarily eye appealing, such as that terminal coin in the old PCGS holder. If you look on the top left, you see that bubbly look. That's a result of humidity being in contact with the coin.
Okay, and is this coin, this one is quite different, obviously, because of the dark toning, but it still looks attractive. Is it common for dark toning to look this attractive?
It's very hard to get a dark or terminal coin to look this attractive and have this much luster. There are many coins that are mint state but are completely dark and unfortunately have to be dipped out in order to straight grade.
Is this coin, what's the history on this coin? It seems, very different. Is there a real reason that it would be in such nice shape, or is it just an anomaly?
Well, it's my guess that this coin was kept in a sort of album that did have sulfur present in the album. So it wasn't done maliciously. It was probably kept in this album for a really long time, as it takes decades and decades for a coin to tone such as this.
And does toning sometimes hide, a really nice coin and maybe even bring the grade down, or maybe it's netting it and covering up some problems on a coin and bringing it up? What is toning normally? Does that affect the grade basically?
Well, sometimes it's a bit of both. I've had luck with PCGS toning coins, and I've had luck, bad luck with PCGS with tone coins. It all depends on the grader, and it all depends on the level of toning the coin has.
what was going on here, and obviously interesting that it's only on the reverse. I assume that the value is going to be more on when it's on the obverse, but how, do collectors care what side of the coin the toning is on?
It's more desirable when the toning is on both sides of the coin. But there are collectors for reverse toners, there are collectors for just obverse toners, or just half moon toners when the coins were laying on top of each other on the sulfur bag. This is a direct result of bag toning. This coin was in a bank bag in a vault somewhere, and the reverse side was pressing against the canvas part of the bag.
And how much do you think that toning affects the value? What sort of range can be had on a coin that is sort of unbelievably monster toned like this one or this one?
Well, value is very subjective with coins. There'll be dealers that'll tell you to dip this coin out and resend it as a blast white coin, and there's dealers that tell you, I want to buy this coin for 10 grand. It's really a really complex market to get yourself into. But there's a lot of money to be made with these, and most people don't know the true value of anything like super monster toned or super vibrant colors. But in a 65 or above, you're going to expect a double-sided monster coin to sell in between $900 and $4,000. So a big price range, but like I said, every coin is different. Every coin is unique.
And how much threat do you think there is longer term in terms of people adding toning to coins and maybe saturating the market with coins that are either sped up like Florida toned or even artificial that might make it in a holder that's in a more malicious way?
Well, people are getting better and better with time because toning takes time to do. So as time progresses and as toning becomes more popular, you see different methods of toning. And there are a lot of very market acceptable ways that people artificially tone coins, such as Florida toning them or other means that I won't disclose in this video.
Awesome. Anything that I should be asking to conclude the video, or any big points you think that I've missed?
If you're buying a tone coin, do not pay over $500 because most likely your tone coin that you're buying is overpriced unless it's super vibrant and has amazing color to it. You're going to be expecting to pay a little bit over market premium for a nicely toned example.
Do you think that there are toned coins places like eBay and other maybe shops, and is there a market to be made and money to be made going to shows and purchasing online with toned coins, or do you think that people fall into a trap of overpaying because the dealer prices it high and they just get carried away in the colors?
I believe it's a little bit of both. Most of the people that I know that collect tone coins use it for the registry set because the true views and the pictures are nice for these. But there is a huge market for tone coins, and there is people such as the women coin collectors that do like the prettier tone coins.
Gotcha. And what is does CAC, is that something that's commonly, does toning help getting CAC stickers? That's a basic question, but...
Well, the first step that's tough is getting a coin in a straight graded slab, getting a tone coin in a slab without it being questionable color. And then the next step is getting it in a CAC sticker, which basically seals the deal that this coin is not artificially toned. So CAC has a huge part in helping the coin and proving that it is an authentically toned example.
Good to know. Thank you so much. And if there's nothing else, no final comments, I'll probably close the video off. And thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I think we disclose everything we need to disclose in this video.
Awesome. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel and connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I also have a website, treasuretownYT.com, where you should go so that you can learn more about coins as well as what's happening on the channel and possibly find a place to sell your coins and collectibles. I also want to talk about some of my other projects like coinmeltprice.com, which shows precious metals prices as well as the melt values of coins containing those precious metals, both US and world. I also have coinsmetalscards.com, which will develop into a full marketplace as well as a news source for coins, metals, cards, as the name might suggest. And then treasuretowncoins.com, which long-term will be my coin dealing entity separate from the channel. And lastly, whatsthegrade.com, which will be a stickering service for already certified collectibles where you can get a approval or verification of the grade on the holder. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos.